The Phantom Wedding. Part 1. The Gift Bag. Michael.
I thought when she walked away on June 4th, it would be final. No second chances, no drunken reconciliations. I changed my number, blocked her texts, took down the picture of us in San Antonio. But I never imagined she'd find a way to marry me without me ever stepping into a church. It happened on a night like any other, humid and heavy, when the sky sagged over central Texas like wet laundry. I had just pulled into the driveway, headlights sweeping across the sagging porch. There it was, a gift bag. Pastel colors, ribbons tied neatly, a faint smell of bath soap leaking from the paper. I remember hesitating. She used to leave little packages for me when we were together. A six-pack of Dr. Pepper, or a shirt she thought I'd look good in. But this wasn't that. This was after the silence, after the lines I'd drawn. I lifted it. Inside, beneath the tissue paper, was a folded photograph. Raven, smiling, triumphant, holding up a piece of paper. I reached deeper. A certificate, official lettering, county seal, signatures. I read the words 3 times before they made sense. Marriage certificate. Husband, Michael Torres. Wife, Raven Marie. For a long moment, all I could do was stand there. Porch light flickering, sweat running down my back. Married, without me.
Flashback. Michael.
The first time I saw Raven, she was wearing a leather jacket in June heat, as if the weather couldn't touch her. We were at a mutual friend's barbecue in Pflugerville, standing around a dented grill that coughed out smoke. She laughed too loudly at someone's joke, and then caught me staring. Instead of looking away, she stared back. We started talking over paper plates of ribs. She told me she liked storms, the way thunder made the air feel alive. I told her I hated them. Too many memories of power outages, food spoiling in the fridge, my dad cursing at the dark. She tilted her head, smiled, and said,
Then maybe you need someone who can teach you to enjoy them.
That was Raven, always turning a small thing into a promise. For a while, it was magic. We took late-night drives down E35 with no destination, her hand out the window, fingers slicing through the wind. She had playlists for every mood, old soul tracks for mornings, indie rock for afternoons, gospel on Sundays, even though she hadn't set foot in a church in years. She made me feel chosen, like she could have been anywhere, with anyone. And instead she was here, next to me, telling me I was different. And I believed it. But cracks appeared. One night I was late from work. Nothing serious. Traffic, overtime. She was waiting in the driveway, headlights on.
Where the hell were you?
She demanded. At work, I said. I texted.
I didn't see it.
She shot back.
You don't just leave someone wondering. That's cruel.
At first I brushed it off as insecurity. But soon every delay, every missed call, every laugh I shared with a coworker, all of it became evidence in her courtroom. And she was always the prosecutor. The first time she brought up marriage seriously, it was in a Whataburger parking lot.
Marry me, Mikey.
She said suddenly, watching me over the rim of her Dr. Pepper. I laughed. She didn't. Someday, maybe
I said.
Not someday.
She whispered.
Soon.
That's when I felt the shift. A clock had started ticking. By May, everything was friction. She accused me of planning my escape.
You think I don't feel you pulling away?
She hissed. I told her I needed space. She stared, then smiled. Not a happy smile, but one that made me shiver.
You'll come around.
She said. I didn't. The next morning I left. I thought that would be enough.
Flashback. Raven.
The night I met Michael, I knew. He leaned against a truck, arms crossed, pretending not to care. And then he looked at me. Really looked. From that moment, he was mine. He told me he hated storms. I told him I loved them. That's what love is. Opposites completing each other. The night in the Whataburger parking lot, I tested him. Marry me, Mikey. He laughed, but then he said it. Someday? Maybe. That was a vow. So when he left, when he blocked me, changed his number, tried to erase me. I knew he was scared. Not gone. People run from love when it's too real. I was just reminding him of the truth. When I walked out of the Reverend's office with that certificate, I smiled like any bride would, because promises matter more than paperwork.
Michael.
When I pulled that certificate from the bag, the memories all slammed back. The barbecue, the night drives, the Whataburger smile. And I understood. She hadn't been joking. She had been planning.
Part 2. Investigation and fallout. Detective Harris.
Most cases start with broken things. A bottle, a window. This one started with a marriage certificate. Michael Torres sat across from me in the interview room, a pastel bag on the table. He looked hollowed out.
She left this,
He said. Inside, lotion, a photograph of Raven holding the certificate and the certificate itself, embossed, stamped, filed. Did you consent to this marriage? I asked. He leaned forward, voice flat.
I haven't seen her in weeks.
That was when I knew. This wasn't paperwork gone wrong. This was intent.
Investigation.
The clerk's office was embarrassed. They admitted it had been filed without checking. The Reverend Collingsworth was worse. His voice shook when I asked.
She told me her fiancé couldn't make it, that he'd signed earlier.
She pay you?
A donation?
A conscience bought cheap.
Neighbor testimony.
Mrs. Larkin, the woman across the street, opened her door before I even knocked.
She was parked out there at night.
She said,
Black sedan, just sitting, watching his house.
You didn't report it? She shook her head.
Didn't seem my place. But she looked possessive, like it already belonged to her.
Michael's fallout.
I told my manager at work. He shook his head.
That's not love, Torres. That's control.
But part of me still felt guilty, like I'd written the first line of this story in that Whataburger parking lot.
Eleanor.
I drove over when I heard. My brother looked exhausted, scared. You saw the signs, I told him. You stayed too long,
I left.
he said weakly. Not soon enough.
Raven.
They call it stalking. They don't call it what it is, devotion. Neighbors say I watched. I wasn't watching. I was waiting. Waiting for him to come back.
Interrogation.
She didn't resist when we brought her in. In the interview room, she folded her hands neatly. Do you understand why you're here?
I asked.
Yes,
She said.
because I married Michael. And you people don't understand love.
You filed a false document, I said.
It wasn't false. He promised me. Someday. That's a vow.
Her eyes were calm, steady. And I knew this was belief, not denial.
Part 3. Courtroom and consequences. Michael.
The first time I saw her again was in the courthouse hallway. Orange jumpsuit, cuffed hands, but the same smile.
Michael,
She whispered.
we'll get through this.
Detective Harris.
Courtrooms are theaters. Everyone plays a role. But Raven wasn't acting. She sat tall, eyes fixed on Michael. The prosecutor laid out the evidence. The bag, the photo, the certificate.
This is about control,
He said.
about rewriting reality with ink.
Raven didn't blink.
Raven.
They paraded me like a criminal. But I wasn't ashamed. Michael wouldn't look at me, but I knew why. He was scared. He always got scared when love felt too real.
Michael's testimony.
I told them everything. The barbecue, the Whataburger night, the fights, the gift bag. My voice cracked once. Raven smiled the whole time, like I was reciting vows.
The exchange.
Do you understand the charges?
The judge asked.
Yes,
Raven said calmly.
but you're wrong. Michael is my husband. He promised me.
The judge tapped the gavel.
This court deals in law, not promises. You'll remain in custody until trial.
Her smile widened.
Trial won't change the truth.
Part 4. Aftermath and Legacy. Michael.
Sentencing day came, smaller courtroom, fewer whispers.
3 years.
The judge declared. 3 years sounded long, until you realized obsession doesn't keep time. She turned once, smiled at me, patient, like she was already counting down.
Detective Harris.
On paper, the case was closed. In reality, Michael carried it like a shadow. Prison doesn't cure obsession. It only delays it.
Michael.
I tried to move on, tried to live, but I still checked the porch every night. Then came the letter, plain envelope, my name written in her hand.
You promised me someday. We're closer now than ever. Your wife.
My blood went cold. Bars didn't stop her. Nothing would.
Part 5. Release and Reckoning. Michael.
When she was released, I waited. Day 1, nothing. Day 3, silence. A week passed. For the first time, I thought maybe I'd been wrong. Maybe she was done. But on the 8th night, I heard it. Shoes scraping the driveway. I pulled back the blinds. She stood in a wedding dress, veil pulled back, pistol in hand.
Michael.
She said
Softly.
I came back for us.
Raven.
3 years was rehearsal. Tonight was forever. If he wouldn't live with me, then we would leave this world together. That's the truest vow.
Michael.
Raven,
I said,
Through the glass.
you don't have to do this. Her smile deepened.
I do.
The barrel lifted. The glass shattered as I dropped to the floor. I crawled toward the back door, ears ringing, heart racing. Her voice followed, desperate now.
Don't run. We're meant to be together.
I stumbled into the yard, neighbors shouting, sirens in the distance. Heat seared across my shoulder. I fell, staring at the sky. Her voice drifted close, soft again.
It's okay, Michael. We'll be together now.
Then the officers' voices cut through.
Detective Harris.
We pulled her down, gun slipping from her hand. She was smiling.
Don't hurt him.
She said calmly.
He's mine. He belongs to me.
Michael bled but lived.
Is it over?
He whispered. I didn't answer.
Hospital.
Machines beeped softly. Elena held my hand.
She won't hurt you again.
She said. But even in the hospital, I still saw her. Raven in white, veil fluttering, smile unbroken.
Raven.
They call it attempted murder. They don't understand. I was only sealing the vow. Love demands everything, and I gave everything.
Detective Harris. Final scene.
I sat across from her in the interview room. She leaned forward, waiting. Raven, I said. Michael survived. Her smile faltered, just for a second.
No.
She whispered. He's alive, I told her, and you're being charged with attempted murder. Her hands shook, her eyes flicked to the file. Then the smile returned, fragile but certain.
You're lying.
She said softly.
He's mine. He'll always be mine.
And I realized Raven's real prison wasn't the cell. It was her own mind, and she would never escape it.